Alright guys, we're back again. We're gonna redo the whole FiveM building experience for QBCore, and we're gonna go into extra details on every step. So step-by-step guide on how to create a QBCore FiveM server, also adding scripts and vehicles, MLOs, so on and so forth. Now this is I had to reinstall my Windows, so everything here is like, it's basically we're doing like brand new. So it's just like for someone who's just starting out, fresh, new, haven't done it before. Everything will be shown and installed right here in this video. So, all right, let's just get started, I guess. All right. So, what we're gonna do, we're gonna start with the links that are in my prior video showing you guys how to make a QBCore video. And by the way, thank you guys for the likes, the dislikes. It was just 4, which is amazing. And I've seen a lot of comments where you guys saying that it's helped you out a lot, which is great. And I'm glad that this video was able to help so many of you guys. With all that said, let's just move forward. Okay, I already have WinRAR installed, so we're not gonna install that, but you'll need this if you don't have something to unzip any RAR files or zip files. All right, I don't have Heidi, so I'm gonna download Heidi. So while that is downloading, let's move on to the next one, which is Apache XAMPP, and we're gonna download. Where's the 64-bit? There we go. This one. It should download. Okay, so this should be finished. So XAMPP and Heidi are downloaded. Open, install in Heidi, SQL, next, install, and done. We don't need to launch. Up in here. Oh, here we go. Important, yeah. Okay. Next. 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 What is that? No. And hit next. Okay, so this is XAMPP. After installation, you want to start MySQL. Hit allow, and then you can close it. Done. All right. Next is the artifact. Now this here is where this is the build, the server build we're gonna deploy. So as of recording, well, it's 2022, 12th, it's New Year's Eve. So we're gonna get 6181. Now, if you guys are doing this at any other particular time and there is a higher build, get the higher build. You don't have to do what I'm basically saying is that don't get anything lower than what I'm getting. So get the latest build. And then you want to hit start download. Once you click it, it should just download. It won't pop up server. Here we go. All right. No. This is the artifact that is downloaded. There it is. All right, here. Let's go. Let's minimize that. Let's come to this PC, local disk, and what we're gonna do, we're gonna create a new folder. We're gonna call it, you can call it whatever you want. I'm just calling it John Luke's build, or John Luke for short. And in that folder, we're gonna create two folders. One is gonna be called server, and we're gonna make another one which is gonna be called files. Within here, we're going to the server, then we're going to Control A. In the artifact build that we downloaded, we're going to drag and drop in the server folder. So now that that is extracted, we're going to close that. Okay, so now what we're going to do, we're going to start the server, well, the deployment of the server. We're going to link, continue, and please make sure that you're signed into your CFX account. I'm going to create a password. Agree. Make that bigger. Hit next. Okay, this is gonna be the server name. So we're just gonna call it. Oop, just you can name this whatever. And hit next. And we're going popular recommended, and we're going QBCore because that's what we're doing. And the path to put this is where all the resources is gonna be deployed. Basically the server itself. So when you're gonna go to files in the server folder you created, the files folder you created, you want to go into that and copy the address, the root address for that folder. Come back here, you go to change, and you just paste it right there and hit save and go to recipe deploy. So these are all the files that it will download and install for you. Hit next. Now this is where a lot of you guys encounter a lot of issues. The license key from Keymaster. Now listen carefully. If it's that you want, if you're using a VPS, if you're no, put it this way. If this is for your own personal use and your own testing purposes, or just to practice or whatever on your local PC, then I say use your own IP address. But if it's for public use where you're making a city to eventually bring people in, then I suggest getting a VPS and using that IP address for your VPS. All right. But let's create a new one because I'm going to show you how to create a key master for whatever VPS that you're using. So on your key master, you want to hit new. Okay. Display name, you can say, let's call it IP address. So if you don't know how to find your IP address, one of the quickest ways to find your IP address, you can go Google, what's my IP? There you go. Your IP address. This will probably be blurred out, but yeah. Hit Control V and paste your IP there. Your IP address there. And server type, if you're on a VPS, you say VPS. If it's your home, you say home other hosted. Okay. Service provider, this can be whatever. It doesn't matter. CW. Then hit generate. And there, your key is generated. The blurred right here where it's blurred out, that's your key master key. You hit copy and you come back to the server deploy and you right click and you hit paste. It's as simple as that. Let me show advanced. Now, if you want the database name to be a specific name or the name of your server, you can always show more or go to the advanced settings here and change the database name. So like and the database. So, and that's it. Then you hit run recipe and it's running. So if you follow step by step what I've done before this point, you should have no issues running the server. While this is deployed, this is what it's doing. It's basically getting all the files put in here for you guys. So once that's done, we'll load the server up and see what's happening inside. And there it is done. Your server has been deployed. So you want to do, you hit next here. And this is the server CFG, the start. All right, here we go. So that is done. Now, if you want to use, I personally use QTarget. I prefer to use QTarget instead of the option of having like this thing pop up. Oh, press E to do this or press E. I don't like that personally. So I normally just turn on, set this to true to use QTarget. Oh, not that. And then I just come here. Okay, one more thing. For admins, in order to make yourself an admin, you want to come here and change this thing. I think this is group admin. It's right here. QBCore God, and you paste it right here. So your FiveM identifier should be right here. So what you make sure that your actual God, you can do whatever it is, anything you want to. As a admin, make sure you set it to God in the CFG, and then hit save and run server. All right, there we have it. The server is started. I had some hiccup there. If you get an error if you get an error about something doing, your key doesn't match whatever, just give your server a restart. It needs to send the heartbeat. You have to make sure that it pings the heartbeat for your IP. So yeah, it should work. I'm guessing they changed some shit with this, but yeah. All right. So all right, the server is online. There you go. So what we're gonna do, we can keep this right here. What we're gonna do is start FiveM. Damn, I got a lot of editing to do. So this is where you kind of, it'll be right here. Mine is hidden for obvious reasons. So you underneath play is where you connect to your local host. So on your current PC, in order to connect to your server, you hit the connect tool. It will say the name, or it will say hidden, depend based on the settings that you have. Based on the settings that your FiveM is in. Uh, so that's how you do it, or you just use the IP address F8 and hit connect, so on and so forth. No, so what we're gonna do off the bat, because these are some of the things that people wanted to see. So what we're gonna do straight off the bat, we're gonna download two cars. We're gonna download two cars, one of whatever. Oh my god. Yeah, it doesn't matter. I'm not Vietnamese, so please don't think that. Hit create. So what we're gonna do after that, we're gonna download two cars. Integrity. We're gonna download two cars, and we're gonna download some MLOs, and what else? Yeah, we'll do those because people want to see we add buildings and stuff, and there are some people having issues with adding vehicles, cars, and whatnot. So we're gonna get into that. All right, so there you go. That's it. City is made. I can't zoom out any further. Okay. Big parking. Public parking. Interesting. These are truck parking, I'm assuming. Yes, they are. All right. So that is the city. That is the city. So we're gonna fill this up with some random shit here and there, and you really need to change my GTA setting. All right, that's the city. Everything is in here already, meaning like we have EMS set up, we have police set up, we have a few jobs already set up. It's as simple as that. This is a basic city, as basic as can be. That's the beauty of having a QBCore city. A lot of important stuff already come pre-installed for you guys. All right, let's end this. And these errors, like citizen server IMPL, this is because I'm on a local host. You're seeing these. So if you see these, ignore these. These will not affect anything for you guys. It's fine. It's natural for a local host. All right. Moving on. Let's get open IV. Let's get open IV. As I said, in detail, step by step. We are moving on to adding vehicles, so on and so forth. You don't need OpenIV, but reason why I'm doing this is because some vehicles they're not FiveM ready. FiveM ready. My bad. They're not FiveM ready. So in order to make them FiveM ready, we have to we have to extract the files that are in the DLC file that are like, what is this? Okay. Wait, what is this? Download OpenIV installation separate from no. Okay. So we're installing OpenIV. Links to all of this will be in the description of the video. So for everything that I use, there will be links in the description. All right, close. So OpenIV is done. First thing, let's go to GTA mods. All right. Now, what is this? So I keep forgetting. I need to add a vehicle pack for you guys. But I will eventually. Some decent vehicles that aren't too fast, that aren't too slow. That is just right. Okay, let's get this one. ASAP Rocky's Benz from the new Need for Speed. So this is where it's downloaded for me. Don't need that. So DLC prep, meaning, let's put it here. Let's delete these. Let's delete these. I don't need this. Open. So we're gonna choose. It's a choose program. So we're gonna use OpenIV to open this one. So OpenIV, hit OpenIV. Always. So now it's opening. Trying to find my GTA. Where's my GTA again? I'm guessing he just wants. Oh yeah, I think he just wants a folder. My bad. Hit continue. We can minimize that. Hit continue. So because it's not FiveM ready, we're gonna make this file FiveM ready. Okay, don't show again. No thanks. All right. So now let's go back. Where was I? Compressed. Okay, here we go. So we're gonna look for. Let's see the name of this thing, by the way. Car calls. Those are the handling the data and whatnot. Vehicle. So it's 19 ASAP. So can I copy the name, please? Thank you. So make a new folder here. New folder. 19 ASAP. Within the folder, we're going to create a new folder called stream. And we're going to create a text folder. Not a text folder. A text file. __ resource.lua. And hit, yep. Okay, so this is the stream. So the YTF, the YTDs, all of this go into the stream folder. Done. So here it is within the stream folder. Back one. Go back to the data folder. We can just drag and drop these right here. Simple as that. So now that's done. Let's cut this. Let's move this to files. Resources. I like to create a new folder in here. We call this brackets vehicles. Close brackets. And we'll paste it right here. Boom. Done. So what will happen before we do that, I keep forgetting to do this part. Copy that. Within your server CFG, you want to add this anywhere. You can add this anywhere. So like ensure vehicles. So The reason why it's in brackets here, if a folder is in brackets, that means the server will start every folder that is within that folder. So every folder within within a folder that has brackets on it, the server will start it. So just like QB, it start every one of these scripts. Brackets QB. So these are the QBcore, the police job, the vehicle keys, vehicle shop, so on and so forth. Okay, so that's done. That's one way of adding. If you download a vehicle and it only comes with the DLC file, that's how you can add it with OpenIV. All right. The other way is pretty well straightforward. You guys should already know how to do that shit. Uh, it's basically, let's just make sure we find one that's FiveM ready. Let's use the Tesla. FiveM ready. That should be FiveM ready because it says FiveM. It should be FiveM ready. Okay. Oh shit. Keep forgetting. All right. So where's this one? Oh shit. Which one is this? Tesla. Okay. So the Tesla. Open FiveM Tesla PD. All right. It's a police car. Okay. Interesting. Remove logo. What is this? Okay, that's a whole nother video. We're not doing all of that. All right. So that it's as simple as that. As long as it has these, you have a stream folder, all that, then it's good. All right. So those two cars are in. Now to make these cars ownable, like so you can purchase these cars. How you be able to do that is where's my shit? Okay. Here, files in your server, you go to files, you go to resources, you go to QB, you go to QB core, and then you go to shared and you go to vehicles. All right. Uh, what open? I don't know what the hell that is. Okay, don't save. All right. No, this explains what you're changing, what you're adding, so on and so forth. This has to match the spawn code of the vehicle. So the first label should be the spawn code. Okay, this is the display name of the vehicle. This can be whatever you want it to be. Brand, this is the vehicle brand, Ford, Chevrolet, BMW, etc. Okay, and then you have model. Model, this must match the spawn code of the vehicle, which I personally don't like that fact, but that's how it works. That's how it is. No, no. Okay, next is the price. As you can see, the price is where you set the price. Category, compound this match vehicle class. In vehicle class meta or vehicle class must also exist in some of the natives I want, meaning it must exist in the base game files. Okay. Um but normally when you're adding your own custom vehicle, you can change these to whatever you want. You know what I'm saying? So if you're adding, what I would do, leave this as like a default. So if you're adding a sedan, you'll say this is a sedan. If you're adding a SUV, this is a SUV. This is the label. The label can be whatever you want. So if it's a custom car and it says a sedan, then you can name the custom car. You just put custom here to label it in the shop. The hash, this must match the spawn code of the vehicle and must be surrounded by brackets, example, so on and so forth, as you can see. The shop, this is where you want the vehicle, what shop the vehicle should be in. So let me start a server up real quick just to give you guys this example. Let's go back in. I don't know why I got out, but yeah, let's go back in because I know that's a thing that people are wanting. Actually, I wanted to do it within the when I add the MLOs. But shit, what is this? What is this? I think this is luxury. Let's move the shop. We're gonna move the shop right here. Wait, oh my god, they alright. So they gave it this it normally didn't come with an MLO, so I'm guessing that they added MLOs now. Alright. This is why it's good to like always update your shit. Alright, so they added an MLO for that. Unfortunate, but it's fine. Let's create another shop then. Let's come down here. Where is this place? Let's go down here. Because I want you guys to be able to create your own shops with no problem. Okay, we'll use here. No, creating a shop is a bit difficult. It's not difficult. Once you get the hang of it, it's pretty easy. Alright, so let's start off by doing this. In order to create a vehicle shop, this is what you have to do. You have to do pz create. Yep. And then you're going to type poly. Hit enter. Zone name, custom car shop. Or just custom car, it doesn't matter. So this is the first point. Alright, point 1. Then you want to come you're making it as big as possible. What? No, you choose how big you want the zone to be. So everything within the zone, that's where the vehicle shop will be. Okay, so you come back here and it said /pz add. Notice we're making a line. This is the bar, the outline of the zone. And then we're gonna go all the way down here. You can put it right here. PZ add again, hit enter. And then we're gonna back up here. We say PZ add once more. So we make a complete square. Is a full square, four corners, 4 sides. And then you /PZ finish. Done. No, once you have done that, what will happen is that alright, this is post-production, Jean-Luc, and I just realized that while I was recording the part about creating a vehicle shop and so on and so forth, my game was being captured and not the screen. So, with that said, I will try and go over what was said. So, within the video, we are currently at the section of the polyzone, creating the polyzone, so on and so forth. Now, after creating the polyzone, your polyzone will come out in the root folder of your resources. So this is where it comes out right here. So we open in the server, in your server folder, you go to files and then you go to open create polyzone, and here it is. This is the polyzone. All right, now if we head back, this is the shop that we created, which I tried to show you guys and it all went to shit. Yeah, okay. Crazy, but yeah, I will have to cut that part out of the video. So as I said, what I did in the beginning, in this part, I copied from PDM to line 44 at the very end. Reason being, we copied the shit, basically the entire setting, the CFG for the shop. We come all the way down at the bottom and we paste it right here. Once you paste it, it will not have these two commas. So you will have to add these two brackets and commas at the end for each line. This is where you will paste your polyzone. This is the polyzone that we created, vector 2, so on and so forth. So what you'll do, you'll copy from here to V to vector at the top, come back here and paste. Simple as that, and the polyzone is there. And the min Z, these will all come out, minimum Z, maximum Z. These will all come out within the polyzone once it's created, and you fill them out accordingly. You don't have to trouble the size. I think I increased the size to default it's 2 something, and I increased it to 3. So that's one way. As for the job, if you want someone to manage this vehicle shop that you created, you change the type from free use to manage. So you'll put manage right here, and then you'll set the job to car dealer down here. But since this is a free use dealership where it doesn't require a player to be on or working to be for it to be used, then yeah, that's what we did. Now I think I would leave it here, and we'll explain these parts within the recorded footage. As for the location, so on and so forth, yeah, we'll leave this to be explained in the already recorded footage. I'll explain how to get these cords and where to place them, so on and so forth. And as for the car, the display car is currently the Tesla APD. That's what we put. I think it's a plaid. I think the PD stands for plaid, not actually a police car, but who knows? But yeah, that's what we had. That's what we added here. All right. So hope that makes sense and there's no confusion in the video. Do back here, do t/admin to make it easier. Go down to server developer option at the bottom. Developer option. You can always display chords, but we're gonna copy vector 3. Hit enter. Come back here. Control V, paste. Vector 3 is now placed. So this is where the blip location will be. Okay, this is the return location to return vehicle. Only enable if the shop vehicle has a job owned. We're not gonna use that. Spawn location. When the vehicle is bought, where do you want the vehicle to be spawned? So if someone were to buy a vehicle, we'll spawn the vehicle. Actually, let's put it up here. When someone buys a vehicle, the vehicle will spawn right here. Depends on the size, so let's put it right here. So copy. Oh, that's vector 4. Let's copy a vector 4. Vector 4 copied. Alright. Paste. And the test drive location. Spawn location for test drive. So spawn location for a test drive. We'll put it outside actually. Can you open up? Yeah, let's put it right here. Is this vector 4? Yeah, it's vector 4. So Control V, paste, vector 4. Now we can say Control S to save. But let's now add the vehicle. We'll move on to this section once we add the vehicle. So alright guys, as I mentioned before, sorry for the weird cut in the video, but we lost some footage there and I had to redo all this. Now, with that said, here I think I was explaining how to add the cars to the database so they show up in the shop and be able to be purchasable. Let's just have a quick run through of how to do all of that. Okay, so in the vehicle, in vehicles, let's go here actually. Let's go to resources, let's go to QB, let's go to QBCore, let's go to shared, let's go to vehicles.lua. Okay, here we have vehicles.lua. No, what I did I copied the first instant, the first vehicle. Why? Because just as a reminder, for each time you're adding a vehicle, you'll know what each space, each line is for. All right. So what I did was I come down here for the Tesla P, the Tesla PD. Yeah, the Tesla PD, because that's a car that's currently working. What I did, I let's paste this. Let's paste this. Actually, I should be able to undo. Yeah. What I did, there's three things that you need to change. The spawn name, which is this has to match the spawn code of the vehicle. So the first line should be the spawn code of the vehicle, which is Tesla PD. How do you know that? If you go to the vehicle that we downloaded, which I already show how to extract and how to put it in, Tesla PD. Yes. If you don't have the same folder name, if it's not the folder name, then what you could do, you could check the stream folder, and for the YTD name, the YTD file name, you copy that. That would be the spawn code, and then you'll come the first line, paste it there. The second line, which is name, it can be whatever you want it to be. I kind of messed that one up, but it can be whatever you want it to be. Yeah. So for instance, let's say it's you know, plaid, a Tesla plaid, we call it plaid. It's a plaid. Brand, we say Tesla. We put the brand name as Tesla. Tesla. The model must always be the same name as the spawn name. So Tesla PD. Categories, as I explained, I think I cut that part out. Categories with the category that the vehicle will fall under. So seeing that the Tesla Plaid is a sedan, we say it's sedans. So we put it under sedans. Category, we wanted to have it under the custom category. So let's say, for example, you were to put it in PDM, the category will be labeled custom, so you'll know that these are added vehicles that you yourself added, not the vehicle that are a part of the game by default. So you can even change the sedan to custom to, so it's easier to find, if that makes sense. And the hash should be the same as the spawn name, and the shop where you want it. If you want it to be in PDM, you will change by default it's PDM. So if you want it to be in a custom shop, whatever name that you give the shop, you put the name here. So for instance, the name of the shop that we created is custom, so that's why we have custom right here. Hopefully that makes sense for you guys, so you better understand. So if you were to check the map right here, we'll notice the shop name is custom. So this is the shop, this is the vehicle. If the vehicle is floating like this for you guys, which it will, what you should do in the vehicle shop Lua, in the vehicle shop config file, vehicle shop config, where the vehicle is, the codes for the vehicle, you want to lower it. So this is 30 currently, so I'm going to drop it down by 1 and set it to 29, which is you have the Y, sorry, you have the X, Y, and the Z. So on the Z axis, we bring down the Z axis by 1. In order to set the vehicle that you want to be on showcase, as in right now the Tesla, this is what we're showcasing. To make a vehicle be on display, if you want a default vehicle to be displayed, you'll come here where it says default vehicle. You put the spawn name for the default for the vehicle that you want on display. So undisplayed. So in this case, it's a Tesla PD. Chosen vehicle, it must be the same as the default vehicle, Tesla PD. Make sense? And then we hit save. Same thing for the when adding vehicle to the database, just make sure you change only the parts that need to be changed. If you want to set the price, yes, you can set the price, and then you just hit save. It's as simple as that. Once you add a vehicle to the core, you have to restart the server in order for you to be able to own it. Okay, so because we already done that already, we can go ahead, we can swap vehicles if we wanted to swap vehicles. What is this? Oh, there it is. This wasn't working before, but yeah, we can buy this vehicle bought. And this is the ASAP car that we added in, which has given me some trouble earlier, but there it goes. That's kind of nice. But yes, alright, back to the original video, and I hope you guys, if you guys have any issues here, run into any issues on this part, just hit me up on Discord or something, open a ticket in the server, and I will get to you. I will help you out as much as I can when it comes to this part. But yeah, until then guys, so restart. So that is restarting. Let's go back to GTA mods. Reason why I'm doing this, let's go to assets. These are some of the scripts that I purchased. But let's see. Let's go to FiveM and see adding something, you know, free, something. Let's go to maps. Okay, we are now moving to MLOs and adding maps, so on and so forth. Let's go to the latest. Let's see what's new is out there. Legion Square Y map. Ugh. Okay. If you guys don't know who Gabs is, yeah, I personally think Gabs have all the best maps out there. So let's download that. Let's start this one as well. And one of the reasons why we're going with Gabs, wait, there we go. One of the reasons why we're going with Gabs is because Gabs is kind of complicated to install, and a lot of people have issues when when installing Gabs maps. So this is why we're doing it. Okay, all right. Let's look at this. I think the server is ready. Yeah, here we go. Let's do this. Meanwhile, while that is downloaded, okay, this is where it will be located. Stadium. Notice you can't enter this store any at all. So take a mental picture of this. Okay, so much cuts, I'm sorry. But here we have Little Soul Clothes Shop. This is the MLO that we decided to add, along with Gabs's MLOs pack, which I will show you guys what that looked like in a sec. So here we have the MLO for the clothing shop. Yeah. It's pretty straightforward. Yep. We downloaded. After we downloaded, we extracted, and this is the shop. It's called Patrol Shop. We drop it right here in we drop it in the, actually you could put this in any folder, but we put this in the default maps folder, which we remove some stuff that was in here. Let's remove this as well. And so this is where we put it. Now, if you did not, I would suggest put it in a maps folder, or calling it maps or whatever. Let's just do that right now for simplicity's sake. So delete default, and then we just have maps. Okay, so as I explained, brackets, why we put certain things in brackets, so it starts every script that is within that folder, so you don't have to constantly be adding, like I said, reason why we put stuff in brackets folder. So if we add, let's say for example, maps, so if we have more than one maps, we'll put it in the maps folder that's within a bracket. So brackets, maps, brackets, so everything within this folder will be started by default, as long as you add the name to the CFG. Meaning, if you go to the server CFG and we come down here and we say by default it's default map, so we're going to rename that. So remove default and just leave maps. So if you have ensure brackets maps, close brackets, hit save, the server will then start the server with it will start everything within that category or within that folder, if that makes sense. So once that starts, the patio map will be started. And as for Gabs, I put all the Gab stuff here. Because Gabs has no, that's his door locks. Yeah, all of Gab's stuff are on the Gabs. So the 24/7 store, the the gang location, like the altars, the ammunition, the arcade, so on and so forth. The ballers, the barber, the bean machine, the bingo, the bobcat, the bowling, all of these maps, cat cafe, which actually, you know what? Let's just boot the server up and show you guys what's happening. Let's do that. Because I was gonna make cuts, but let's not do the cuts. Let's just go one straight flow from here. All right. I'll probably cut these parts out when it's loading and all that. I'm sorry for the weird video, but yeah, I couldn't be bothered with redoing shit because I already did it, and the entire footage was because FiveM was in a game capture mode. It captured the FiveM over the desktop, so I wasn't able to show you all that process that I did before. So I have to redo parts. So this is the parts that we're redoing. There's a way to get rid of this where you when you spawn in, you spawn at random location and certain characters can, yeah, there's a way to get rid of that. But at some other point we'll get to that. Somewhat annoying to me. But yeah. Alright. Let's just spawn this guy and use. Alright. Gabs' location. This is Gab's location. This is one of Gab's location. And mind you, Gabs updates his maps like monthly. And as I explained in prior footage that was, you know, destroyed, there is a subscription pack. You can get like every one of his mods. You can get every one of his maps in a subscription pack if you choose to. And these do come with door locks. Actually, I'll just show you guys how to add these door locks to your thing. So this is one of his location. I like this part. Too bad the actual game sucks, but yeah. Yeah, but Gabs have a lot of shit that he. That sort didn't change. Ah, I suck at driving. I'm sorry. I won't be driving anymore. Yeah, but this is one of his gang locations as well. There you have it. This is the ballers. Simple. Let's go to the others. And this one over here. Wait, oh my bad. This one is the family, as you can see where it is. There you go. Simple. And next we have the stores. Wait, what happened to my stores? My stores didn't start. Oh, there. Yeah, they are. Okay. This is not the default store. All different. All different. And as for PDM, because we didn't change the cords for these vehicles. This is why they're like this, but they can be changed and altered. You can set the config for these, just like how I did with the store that we made. It's not hard to do. And then we have the bennies right here. So these are all Gab's MLOs that we added recently. Yep. And as for, let's go over here, actually. That store that we at first in the old clips that I said take a mental picture of. Here it is. What is like at night? I like seeing this place at night. Server management. So. Forgot I don't have my mods on, but yeah, there it goes. So as you can see, it's very easy to add MLOs, so on and so forth. It's not hard to do. It's a simple drag and drop. Start it and it's there. It's not a big deal. And it's that simple. But yeah, there you have it. Is it, I'm forgetting anything? No, I'm not. Let's get out of here. As for the why is my computer being weird right now? Why are you being weird? Okay, there we go. As for the door locks that comes with Gabs, as you can see, you have door locks for every pillbox, Vagos, Vanilla Unicorn, the club, the studio, all of that. It's within the Gabs metadata folder. So what you would do, you'll copy. Then you'll go to QB door locks, config, paste. Not like that. Actually, you get all of it. You get everything, and just drag and drop it in the configs. So they're like all here. We can delete that, and that's it. But yeah, sorry for the weird video, guys, but I tried. Well, I hope it helped you guys a lot. And if you have any question, as always, the comments is there, and I will respond. I respond to every comment, or at least I try to. But yeah. Until then, until next time. If you want to, if there anything else that you guys want to see, just reach out. Leave it in the comments if there anything that you want me to add, any specific scripts that you want me to install, just so you guys see how it's installed, so on and so forth. Yeah. And as for the scripts that I have personally, I will go over those housing scripts and so on, probably in the next video for this very same server. But until then, guys, yo, thank you for the support, and I'll see you guys in the next video.